how I'm in the bathroom taking a shit with my beloved one. She's taking one too. And together we live together, we sleep together.
We shit together.
And we actually shit together. I'm posting this on Facebook. I'm gonna post this. So this is my blackmail video. So whenever she wanna get stupid with me, act funny with me, I'm gonna like, hey. I'm gonna post when we're shit together. We're literally taking this shit together, y'all. So I just want to let you know, I don't think too many couples could say that they actually take a shit together. Do you? Do you like shitting with your man?
Yes.
Did you kiss me whilst we were shitting?
I did.
Did you try to push me off the shitter?
Yes.
What else? Did we even think
There's
that?
nothing else.
We did not try to have sex while we were shitting, so that's just totally nasty. But I'm pretty sure someone out there would like that. That's somebody's fetish. That's a nasty fetish. Wouldn't you think so? So, are we going to continue to do this in the future? Take a shit together?
Yes.
You pretty comfortable taking a shit with me in here now?
Yeah.
So let me tell you about the first time she took a shit that I knew about. We wasn't dating at all, actually. It was between December 17th through Christmas. I'm gonna just averaging it out. And
It was after work.
it was after work. Tell me, it was what?
It was after work.
It was after work, and we
My
went.
stomach started rumbling.
We went to the house.
We went to Steak and Shake.
Oh.
And you said.
Oh yeah. Before let's back up. Okay, she said she couldn't poop, and she says, "Well, I'm hungry." I said, "Well, you don't want to go to Steak and Shake because that grease gonna make." Oh no, I eat that all the time. It don't make me poop. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. But it is correct. I don't ever shit. Anyone that knows me knows that I don't shit.
So, but she did. But anyway, let me tell you. So we get to the house, and I'm sitting in the kitchen, and she goes and she like quietly excuses herself and goes to the restroom, and I don't even think she closed the door all the way. Did you? Did you close the door all the way or left it open?
I think I left it open.
She took a shit and she left the door open. And this is like, we're not even like dating material really. We're just hanging out material. So, but this god-awful smell came out of the bathroom and just... It was so foul. It literally made me get up and run out the patio, out the back door patio, and lean over the rail, and I thought I had to throw up. It's fucking... Oh my God. It was terrible. So I manned up, walked back through there, and there she was, this blonde little chick. And she's leaned over in this position, but not smoking a cigarette. And and I'm grabbing like candles and air freshener spray. And I tried to spray it, right? And it just made it worse. She says, I heard the toilet flush, like it's too late for the courtesy flush because it's already in the house. And next thing I heard something just hitting into it, but sound like the LSU drum band roll. Like, and there was another. They got. I didn't think shit could smell bad, but got worse. Like, she let out the bad shit, then she went from the bad to the baddest smell. The worst, from the worst to the worst, if worstest, if that's a word. But it was so fucking stinky. It was past stink. It was very foul and vulgar. And then like she took a picture of it. Literally took a picture of it. And like on the top of the water there was this grease film with shit juice in it. It was nasty. And I was like, wow, she's that comfortable around me that she literally. And before that, we had a Christmas party. She was a little tipsy, and she had on this lady in red dress with these aqua. What color those panties were?
Blue.
They was blue.
They were bluish green, but you see color. They were blue, but you see color is different from you. So.
Well, she said I see colors. She said they was blue, but they looked like sea blue, green blue, blue green. Well, anyway, there was no toilet paper in this particular side of the house in the bathroom. So I said, hold on, I'll go get you some. She said, oh no, come on in. And she's sitting there and like, as I walk in there, I could just see like from her feet up to her thighs. And she's sitting like this. Her legs is wide open. She basically, I think she stepped out of one side of the panties. And did you step out of one of them?
I don't think so.
But anyway, her legs was wide open. I was like, no, come on in. I said, no, here, you catch the roll. So I flipped it to her. And then she says, where you going? I said, I think I better leave up out of here. She said, no, you stay right there. Demanded me to stay right there. So I stood there, but I turned my back, trying to be a gentleman and shit. And so she gets up, she flushes the toilet. She only had to pee this time, the first time. And then we close out. She comes out and she said, oh, so is this your bedroom? I was like, no. Where's your bed? I said, no, I don't think you want to see my bedroom. Is that how it went? And the house is dark. It's dark. And she's like, she's grabbing on me, right? First she grabbed my ass cheek. She thinks she was slick. She grabbed my ass first.
It was dark.
So that was your shoes?
I couldn't see.
So she grabs
I didn't know where it was.
She grabs my ass. And she kind of chuckled. And so then she finds her. I said, here's my hand. So she grabs my hand and she cuddles up under me a little bit. And then she like asked me again about my bedroom. And then
We're going outside.
no,
It's like a car.
we stood in the door and we kissed. We stood by the door, kind of chuckled, looked at each other, gentle kiss. We kissed a little bit, and then we went to the car. And then we sat outside. And then we left. And we went to another party. And then we left. And I think that lasted to the next day.
We went to a couple different parties.
Yeah,
We went
actually.
to one party and then tried to go to a bar. I didn't have a driver's license. So then we came back and went to another party that lasted all night until like noon the next day. And then I drove home
And then I drove her to where she left her car.
Yes. And then I.
No, I left my car and I drove her car to my car.
Then I drove my car home.
And then she drove her
he
car.
drove back.
And I came back.
Yes.
And then I think within the next 12 to 24 hours,
We hung out again.
we hung out again. And we hung out
And here we are now.
again
Shit.
and again.
Together.
And as they say, we are shitting together today.
Yes.
So, for all you people who starting out in your relationship, and you know where we have, most people live together for many years and can't say they literally have taken their shit together. Some people don't even like the other person to be in the bathroom with them when they take a shit.
Or be in the shower.
Or even be in the shower with them, or turn their back on the other person. Sometimes she does it when she's mad at me. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
But eventually I look over and I see her nipples are erected. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
But, you know, I don't know this because I'm in there. But maybe, maybe the water's turning on. Who knows? But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, though. Some people, some couples, do not even, don't have that confidence, or what other word could we use?
They're not comfortable.
They're not, confidence, comfortable around each other that much. Because actually, you know, she takes shits.
I've always been comfortable around you.
Yeah, I mean, since like,
They won.
can I tell you a story? Can I? Okay, one particular evening, I think this was this the work? You come over after work again?
Yeah.
She come over after work again, and we was having one of our daily communication sessions, and she's like pacing back and forth, and she's like, man, I was like, what's, did you pee on yourself? She's like, no, that's body sweat. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, my ass cheeks are wet. I said, her butt cheeks were sweating. So I kind of like scratched my bald spot up here, and I was like, rub my head, like, wow. But next thing I know, she puts her pants down and turns around and shows me her ass cheeks. Now,
We weren't together then.
we wasn't together then, but you know, she was giving me a lot of signals, but she would, I don't think she wanted to admit it at the time, but she was giving me signals to like try something. I think she was, but I felt like at that particular time she wanted me to, but I don't know. I was more concerned about her feelings than mentally than physically. I mean, I'm attracted to her and everything, but I felt like if that would have happened then at that time, that particular time, we wouldn't be where we are today. That's what I was looking at. I just didn't want to be about sex. So, and then there was times I came out and she was in my room, and I come out the bathroom and she positioned herself to watch my man jump. and a couple times I caught her eyeballing my man jump, And she finally
When you said no with your legs sprawled, what you want me to do? Not look?
turn your back, like I turned my back on you.
Wow.
But anyway, but she finally did. One day it wasn't like a truth or dare situation thing, but it was more of a because we both attracted to each other, but not wanting to verbally be the first one to say it. Is that fair?
Yeah.
That's a fair statement.
Yeah.
So, I ended up being the first one, and she didn't want me to tell her. She tried to stop me from saying it, but I did. But she didn't have to say it because her actions were speaking more louder than her words. Her feelings were. And every day she was falling more and more in love with me. Because we talked a lot. We shared so much. Did we, babe?
Yes.
I made her cry several times. I'm smiling about that. Not cry like bad cry. Tell them how I made you cry.
They were happy tears.
Why were they happy?
Because it was the truth. The things that you were saying.
What was one of the most, if you could take some of those things I said, which one stood out the most in your mind today?
Pull that back a little bit. Just about like you were talking about like the things that I was going through and telling me that I deserved better. But at that time, I didn't realize that I deserved better. I felt like I deserved the shit that I was getting and going through. But I don't want to talk about it because you're going to make me all emotional. Stop.
So, not knowing, these are things that this tutorial video can help people out. Because sometimes, whether it's the he or the she or vice versa, don't know exactly what they're worth until someone on the outside points it out to them. Because they're so trapped on the inside, they can't see it. Is that true?
Yeah.
And you get so adjusted to living like that, and you feel that's the only way to live.
That's the norm.
And that's the norm. But it's not. Life has so many happies if you choose to live that way also. But man, I got a piece of snot booger in my nose that's leaking down. Let me see that. This is another thing. Why blew my nose so hard? Jesus Christ. I felt my ear pop. I made it. But, so, I don't know where this video gonna end up at. I should post it on YouTube. Salmon and history again. And we should call it Confessions in the Bathroom. And we should do a segment every time we take a shit. You hear that? That's a turd dropping.
That was a pee.
That was a little squirt pea juice. So, I, Randy Esau,
Catherine and Duffy
would like to tell each and every one of you, don't be afraid to take a shit.